John Cena has established himself as one of WWE's safest and most reliable megastars. He navigated the company through rough business times, served as the face of WWE in Hollywood, fulfilled many make-a-wishes, and transformed himself from a severely booed superhero into a beloved legend, and had his final match in December, and that's why the current John Cena backlash feels so strange. Fans, especially the ones very critical online right now, feel that they're not questioning his accomplishments, but many are wondering if WWE is slowly ruining his legacy with overexposure and maybe trying to associate his name with concepts that aren't received the way they were intended to be. The knee-jerk backlash intensified after WWE Backlash, where John Cena introduced the John Cena Classic, a tournament involving WWE Raw, SmackDown, and NXT talent, a cross-generational mix playing off of many of the cross-generational matches that were featured on his final show, where he performed in December, at least as an in-ring performer. The announcement sounded ambitious at first glance, but fan reactions, especially those online, were quickly becoming divided because the rules of this tournament made little sense to someone who didn't pay complete attention to it or gave it the benefit of the doubt. According to the concept, fans could vote on a John Cena Classic champion, a winner from this tournament, and that person can be someone who even loses in the tournament. Yeah, let's get into it. This is Sportskeeda Wrestling. I'm Kevin Callum. Get your likes on right now. Hit the comments. Tell us what you think of this tournament. Who do you want to be in the tournament? Who do you think should win the tournament? And subscribe to Sportskeeda Wrestling with your comments and all of your different takes on all of our videos. Turn your notifications on so you know when we drop new videos just like this. The John Cena Classic concept immediately confused many viewers. Wrestling tournaments traditionally reward victories, momentum, and storytelling. The idea that someone could lose and still become the champion of it all, and it's fan voting that will do it, is still something that feels disconnected from the competitive structure of WWE. Yeah, some fans compared it to the old Cyber Sunday concept, while others thought it sounded like a reality television contest instead of a straight-up wrestling show. Critics online joked that the rules sounded like they were written by artificial intelligence rather than actual wrestling writers. The wording of the announcement felt overcomplicated, and fans struggled to completely understand the idea and the objective of the tournament in general. It's to give you the cross-generational combat and create new talent. But in all of that, Cena's announcement unfortunately felt like an easy target, with vague phrases relying completely on hustle, loyalty, and respect, and fan engagement, and voices being heard louder than ever. And the promo for this all maybe lacked the depth and the clear stakes that are essential to selling something like this with wrestling storylines. Instead of feeling revolutionary, it now has to compete with the tempered expectations that followed the announcement itself, with wrestling fans who always have astronomical expectations. Those expectations become even bigger because John Cena's name carries enormous weight. When fans hear John Cena Classic, they expect something meaningful and prestigious, which this tournament likely can become. It's honoring the old school competition, showcasing future WWE talent through hard-fought matches, but now it has to fight against all of this vagueness around it. Wait, why are the losers in play for a championship? Yeah, the tournament plays directly off cross-generational matchups that we saw in John Cena's last event in December. Those were interesting. That night legitimately saw WWE elevate the stock of Sol Ruca, Javon Evans, and Oba Femi, as Cena himself stated in this announcement. Cena wants his stardust to fall on the shoulders of a younger generation, and maybe even main roster talent still looking for their big break. Sure, you can win over fans in a losing effort and all of that, but the sport and sports entertainment that WWE presents is still something we can't deny. You can have your fan favorites who aren't the winners, but the winner and the loser are defined principles, even if this is just a performance of a sport that isn't technically completely a sport. Instead, the company introduced a format where losing may not matter, and that instantly dulls the integrity of this tournament, which by extension, maybe even weakens John Cena's association with it. We're not saying it completely depletes it by any means. Another growing concern is the sheer number of John Cena appearances after his retirement, which wasn't that long ago. Yes, Cena publicly stated that he would have a role with the company after his in-ring days were finished. Retirement in wrestling has always been a complicated, never consistent commitment, because legends often return for nostalgia pops, special attractions, maybe they're a part of a new video game or a Hall of Fame induction. However, Cena's retirement was marked as emotional and historic. WWE framed it as the end of an era, but only months later, John Cena is appearing on major PLEs again and again. Yes, we are taking the tweezers out here to nitpick because there's probably a lot of people that like seeing John Cena even if he's not in the ring still having matches. Retirement in wrestling though? Yeah, it's never actually retirement. This is not entirely John Cena's fault. WWE clearly sees him as a major attraction, still capable of boosting ticket sales, streaming numbers, and mainstream attention. And when you have that, and you use it around WrestleMania, as some reports suggested that WWE did, Cena's presence is going to strengthen fan interests. From a business perspective, it makes sense. Cena remains one of the most recognizable faces in all of professional wrestling. Even casual fans who stopped watching years ago will still know John Cena's on WWE tonight. But creative success and business success driven by John Cena's name are not always the same thing. WWE has become increasingly dependent on nostalgia acts over the last decade plus. Instead of fully trusting newer stars to carry premium live events, the company returns to established names like Cena, Roman Reigns, The Rock, CM Punk to create buzz. While that strategy may work financially, it is working in the short term. It can unintentionally hold back the untethered development of younger talents to really run with the game. Ironically, the John Cena Classic itself, which is designed to build new stars, shows that WWE knows it must build new stars. But the tournament is supposed to showcase the future of the company, yet Cena's constant involvement sometimes, even if it's not intended, could overshadow the very talent the tournament is designed to elevate. John Cena is there. He's going to be the guy that people talk about, and these confusing rules and the wrestlers participating in it may be the muddling mixture in between all of it, none of it coming up to the surface and achieving its general goal. Now, we're not saying John Cena shouldn't be on TV or be a part of this tournament, no, but maybe there has to be a more selective way to do this. Yes, this is pretty critical, and this may sound crazy, but maybe John Cena would be more valuable backstage than on television every month. Cena possesses decades of experience of crowd psychology, promo delivery that sells tickets, media relations that moves the needle, and big match storytelling that matters. Younger stars could benefit tremendously from his mentorship, which they probably already are doing, and instead of forcing him into constant on-screen appearances, yeah, but WWE is testing the patience of fans who once thought of Cena as untouchable. Now it's on the company to figure out in the 24/7 overexposure, easy to happen space of media nowadays to keep John Cena special and make the John Cena Classic a classic.